October 25th. It's about 8:30. It's my first hunt since I shot the buck on the October 6th. My main goal this morning was to come get my strap. I'm sitting on a bed that I scouted, that I found. I sat by here and left my strap on October 3rd. Got here about 5. So almost set up about 6. I had a deer start snorting at me out in the field about 6:05. About an hour and a half before daylight. Another hunter came in. The trail's really beaten down, so I think it's been getting hit pretty hard here. He walked back. I'm guessing that tree stand I found on during the youth hunt is probably where he went to. Had 2 does, I think they were does, bust me. They're about 60 yards behind me. Dropping milkweed. My scent's just dropping down below me. So I think they must have saw me. They blend in super well with this really tall grass. They had to have seen me because milkweed just dropping. So it's pretty chilly this morning. I think I might do some grunting here in a second. Try to make a little bit of noise. See if it does anything. 'Cause I don't think anything's gonna happen right now. Try to make something happen, and then we'll see. I might only sit here another half hour, then do some scouting. It's a doe that's out there. I keep losing her. Little buck coming in. Oh, there's 2. Right behind that pine tree. I don't think I'm gonna get him on film. He's moving back south. They blend in so good. So, climbing down. I saw 5 total. Had that those 2 that spooked earlier, and then I saw the doe, and then 2 small bucks came in. I think one of them got about, I don't know, 50, 60 yards away, and he turned around and walked back off that way. That's a point right there. So the private's right over there. It comes around, and then it goes back. And so there's some really thick stuff right in there. That's where those deer all walked back into. Except those 2 that spooked, they went back off that way and came from somewhere. They might have came right from in there, I'm not sure. But I don't know. I would have shot a doe today. Neither of those bucks though. They were little. They sparred for a second over there. It was kind of cool. Couldn't get them on film. They blend in really well with that tall grass. They're really hard to see. But I'm climbing down, and the spot that I'm sitting, there was a bunch of beds here when I came through here on October 3rd. And the spot that I sat is right over that way. But when I came in this morning, the trails were really beaten down. You can tell that there's been a lot of pressure in here. And check this out. Right as I'm climbing down, I noticed this. A ladder stand. So, I don't think Big Boy's gonna be back in here. Getting too much pressure. Where does he go? I mean, there's a guy hunting. Back off that way. I know where his tree stands at, because I found it during the youth hunt. I know there's a guy hunting here. I killed a buck up there. Go further in that way. I don't know. I'm gonna get down, get my strap, and do a little bit of scouting. Hopefully find something good. So this is the tree I left my strap in. Got it down, still there, and there's a scrape right below it. Pretty cool. So I'm right at the point in that field that I was talking about earlier. I sat right over there this morning, somewhere. And where I'm at now is where I saw those deer moving at. This was where the doe was. Right along the edge. Bucks came a little bit and more, but there's a couple trees here. Saw that one and maybe that one. They look pretty killer. Rub right at the point. There's some beds out a little bit further back that way. I still don't think it's him. That rub I found was right up there. And I walked a little bit further. And there's a tree stand right there. And there's also a trail camera right there. Looks like he's in a pretty good spot. Not where I want to be. I'm walking along the edge of the property boundary, and it's just wet back here. That water there I walked through, it's pretty deep. I just had 2 deer run up on me over on the private. They were close. Didn't see what they were, but I want to keep going that way, but I'm limited on time. I think I'm going to cut east from here, follow the edge with that field, see what kind of sign I can find, and then start making my way back. So, I don't know if I can walk 50 yards from that. Last time I had this thing on. There's another one. Let's walk over there. So, it's a ladder stand. It's got 2 hangers. He lives in there. And an umbrella. There's the field corner. I was thinking this tree here looks pretty killer. Maybe even that one. Or that one. There's some good trees right in this corner. I'm gonna mark it. Good tree corner. Alright, just marked this spot as a buck bed. There's a bunch of beds all around it. This shrub here has a bunch of rubs on it. So, thinking it's a buck, but I don't know if he's here right now because of how wet it is, but maybe. I'm getting close to the edge. That's the corner. Right up there. The truck's straight that way. So I'm trying to make it to that edge and then cut in. So, some nice looking trails behind this bed too. This one's heading back south. And there's an intersecting trail going that way. You can see it a little better that way. Oh, pretty cool. Alright, back at the truck. It is about 1:15. Walked about 2.5 miles. So that's pretty good. Found 3 tree stands. Found some scrapes. A couple rubs. Saw some deer. Saw 5 deer while I was in stand. 2 busted me. I think they're both does. Saw another doe and 2 small bucks. Didn't see any of the deer that I want to see. I broke my release, so that sucks. It just it's usually like the self-shutting one, and now the spring is just, it's all loose. I don't know if I just need to tighten it up or what. What else? I found some beds. Found that back corner in that big field. That spot looked pretty good. There's some good trees in there. 4 or 5 different ones I could pick from. I think one in particular would be really good. I think I should sit that spot. Maybe my next morning sit. I don't know how I get back in there though. I can't walk through that field to get through there.
So I need to figure that out. So the doe busted me before sun up. That was about 6:05. Must have saw my light. I had the red light on, but that don't mean anything, I guess. So she blew. The two does that came in behind me blew. I wonder if it was the same doe, was just circling around. A guy came in, he got here. He got in the parking lot about 6:40. I got here, I got 5. So I watched them. You can see the trucks coming down this road too from that field. So I'm sure the deer know we're coming, especially the big ones. I feel like the big guys just bedded right up here somewhere. I haven't found the sign that I wanted to find yet. The sign of the big guys. The 2x4. Or the 10 we saw in the summertime. No like big magnificent rubs yet. I don't think they're over here though. I haven't been to that section over there. That would be the, I guess, the eastern section of this spot. I haven't hunted it. I don't know. A lot to learn.